iPhone 6s Plus versus OnePlus 3T speed test coming up right now. Let's go. What's up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology, and welcome to the iPhone 6s Plus versus the OnePlus 3T speed test. Now, I did do the SE versus the OnePlus 3T, the 5S versus the OnePlus 3T, now on the channel, links in the description. Let's begin with the boot up here in 3, 2, and let's go. And it looks like the Apple logo is showing first, but which one will get there first? Apple A9 CPU here in the OnePlus or in the iPhone 6s Plus, and this also has 2 GB of RAM, iOS 10.3.2. Over here on my OnePlus 3T, we're talking about Android 7.1.1 Nougat. This does have a Snapdragon 821 CPU with a monster 6 GB of RAM here. So it did look like the 6s Plus was slightly ahead on the boot up test there, only slightly though. Both of these are very comparable devices because we do have 5.5-inch 1080p displays on both. We do have fast fingerprint scanners on both, and we do have really good cameras that shoot in 4K on both with a metal body. I can tell you right now though that the OnePlus 3T is a thinner phone, lighter phone than the 6s Plus, and I don't know if it feels better in the hand. That's up to you to decide, but I do think it's a little grippier than the 6s Plus. I just want that to be known. So let's get into the software confirmation now. OS 10.3.2 14F586A. So this is beta. This is the latest beta of iOS 10.3.2. I'm not on the official, but it's still just as fast pretty much as the official version here. We do have Android 7.1.1 Nougat here with Oxygen OS here for the OnePlus 3T. So very nice smartphone here in terms of the update. It's on the latest version. A little bit of annoying news is that the OnePlus 2 will no longer be updating. So if you have that phone, it's kind of old news by now. Alright guys, so both are connected to the same Wi-Fi network. Let's go to PyGeek first. And you can see the 6s Plus is ahead of the 3T. Coming home here, 3T is always going to go home first. It does have a fast capacitive button versus a physical touch button here on the iPhone 6s Plus. Let's go to Instagram, and you can see the OnePlus 3T ahead of the 6s Plus there. Let's go into Play Store, App Store, and you can see 6s Plus slightly ahead there. Let's go into YouTube, and you can see OnePlus 3T coming home. Let's go into Amazon, and I'm gonna give this one to, ooh, that's about a tie. I would call that one about a tie. What do you guys think? Down below. eBay, and you could see again, I think the 6s Plus slightly, but almost a tie. Coming home here, let's go into Twitter, and you can see Twitter was first for the OnePlus 3T. Let's go to Facebook, and you could see, look like the 6s Plus. Let me know. I can't see these. These are so close. Sometimes I miss them on camera, so let me know down below in the comments. Let's go into Snapchat, and looks like the OnePlus 3T is ahead there. So the 3T, a wicked fast phone when it comes to single core stuff. Let's go into Play Newsstand. Single core meaning it's optimizing. It doesn't need all the multi-cores to run these applications here. So you can see there is the OnePlus 3T. I think the OnePlus 3T won that one. Let's go into Lightroom, and you can see Lightroom is a win there for the 6s Plus. So even with 2 GB of RAM being a 2015 smartphone, the iPhone 6s Plus is still a rocket. So if you were deciding between these and you thought, you know what, I want Apple's ecosystem, still a fast phone. But if you want Android, this little OnePlus 3T, this guy right here is a beast. Let's go into Uber, and you can see Uber is a win there on the OnePlus 3T. Coming home here, let's go into Speed Test. And you can see again, speed test, I don't know what the optimization issue is with Android, but it always loads slow on my Android devices. Let me know if you're having that same issue on speed test. Let's go into Wikipedia, and let's come home here, and let's go into, I'm just gonna skip the games. We're gonna go in that in a separate section. Let's just do apps here. Let's go into Safari and Google Chrome, and both are ready to go. Let's go into camera on both, and both are ready to go there. And let's go into Geekbench and then run a quick multitasking test after this. So let's hop through the apps one more time. A PyGeek had a reload there on the OnePlus 3T. I accidentally hit the home button, but you see there's a reload there on the 3T. Let's go into Instagram, and this is happening live on camera. There is no updates available. This is the latest update for the 3T. If you go down here to About Phone System Updates, you can see no updates available right now for my 3T. So yeah, Instagram loaded very fast there for the reload on the 3T though. Let's go into Play Store, App Store. Really good stuff on both. Let's go into YouTube. a reload on the OnePlus 3T, and a subscriber pointed out the other day, you know, I think Android always refreshes YouTube to keep the content up to date. And this might be true. I'm not sure about that actually. I'm gonna look more into that. Let's go into Amazon, and you can see Amazon ready to go there on the iPhone 6s Plus. eBay, again with the reload for the 3T. Let's go into Twitter, and again with the reload. So I think people are saying, you know, my 3T doesn't do that, but you got to remember I have like 20 apps open right now. So try to open 20 apps on your 3T and run the same test. You're probably gonna get similar results. Let's go into Facebook, and you can see, bam. Let's go into Snapchat. Looked about the same there. So I would definitely say the 6s Plus is again a winner in multitasking. I mean, what was expected? iPhones pretty much kill it in multitasking every time. But the 3T is so fast when it opens up the apps the first time, and if you only got a few apps, like 5 to 6, 7 apps open on the 3T at once, you know, there should be no issues with the RAM management. And there's really not issues in general. It's just because we're comparing them side by side, you're seeing this. If you bought a 3T, trust me, you'd be very happy with the performance. You would never even notice stuff like this. We just do this for fun around these parts. Coming home here, let's go into camera. And about the same there, maybe 6s Plus slightly. Geekbench, 6s Plus. So I'm calling the multitasking round a win for the 6s Plus. Let's go ahead and run the games now. Sonic Dash. Let's see what happens here for Sonic Dash. Make sure that volume is down. Make sure that volume is down over here too. We don't want to hear that Sonic Dash music ringtone. And you can see the OnePlus 3T definitely behind there. Let's go to Jetpack Joyride. And I haven't even run these heavy games, so if you guys want to see just a pure gaming test, these ones take me a little while to get to because there's a lot of space to download them. Let me know. Maybe I'll load up some of the higher graphic games like Grand Theft Auto, stuff like that, and see how it actually performs in those type of games. Coming home here, let's go into Magikarp. And you can see iPhone 6s Plus well ahead of 3T there. So 6s Plus is going to be a better gaming device as well. So let's go ahead and run a browser test on both of these devices. Let's just go to OnePlus.net here. OnePlus.net here on the OnePlus 3T as well. OnePlus.net. And let's hit it. Let's go. And you can see OnePlus 3T loses. No, it's done. So the 6s Plus lost that test, even though it showed content first. So let's go to Apple.com here, just to be fair, since we're talking about these two companies. Apple.com. Apple.com. Let's go to Apple.com here on both and go. And you see OnePlus 3T ahead of the 6s Plus. So pretty good stuff there for the OnePlus 3T. Very fast phone. I mean, guys, this stuff is so minor. If you got a OnePlus 3T, just be happy with it. You're going to love it. So that pretty much wraps the speed test up here of the iPhone 6s Plus versus the OnePlus 3T. What we've seen in this video is that the 6s Plus is a faster booting device. How often do you reboot your device? I don't know, but if you do, the 6s Plus is going to win there, only slightly over the 3T. The iPhone 6s Plus is also going to win slightly in app speed, so if you care about monster performance, then the iPhone 6s Plus is going to perform just a little bit faster in single core stuff like opening light applications, multi-core where you're running games and stuff like that. 6s Plus also outperforms the 3T. Even with the 6 GB of RAM, I think this comes down to the optimization of iOS combining with the hardware. Apple builds its software and its hardware, and this is an argument that's probably never going to end, but I do think that the OnePlus 5 with its upcoming, you know, updates to the processor and stuff might finally take down the iPhone in all areas. I know some people say 6 GB of RAM, come on OnePlus, 6 gigs of RAM and you're having multitasking issues. They're not really issues. Probably one of the fastest multitasking phones of Android ever, but you know, still, I think it's got to do with hardware optimization with software here. But I'm going to do a full comparison between these two. Which one should you buy later on the channel? So you might want to subscribe to see that. I'm also going to be continuing this OnePlus 3T series going forward here. Tomorrow we have the WWDC event coming up. So we're going to be covering that too, as well as iOS 11 beta. Stick around for those things. If this gets updated, I will be covering updates on the OnePlus 3T, Oxygen OS updates or Android updates. So stick around for that as well. Nick here helping you to master your technology. Post your comments down below. Hit that like button for me. I'll catch you all in the next one. Be sure to be well and peace.